This is trafficking, everybody. I used to be on these cars.
This is Annie, a former prostitute on the Vegas
Hold on, it's lagging. Give me a second.
Strip who was forced by her pimp to sleep with thousands of men against her will.
The pimp's got every single dollar. I scratched his eyes out. I took a big giant lamp and I smashed it over his head and I ran out of the room totally butt
Oh my
naked.
gosh.
So he kidnapped me from a gas station one night and beat the living shit out of me.
Now she runs a non-profit trying to rescue girls just like her. But how does an underground human trafficking ring exist on one of the most popular tourist destinations on Earth? I met up with Annie to find out.
Do not harass any individuals that were interviewed or questioned. Yeah, okay. So if that last video and the last topic didn't get us demonetized, guys, this one definitely will. Let's go. Topics including okay, I don't listen, bro. I ain't no pussy, bro. I don't need no fucking trigger warning, bro. I'm not a fucking pussy. Let's get started.
I'm gonna go to where I used to work.
So Annie, we have the all-seeing eye, the Las Vegas security watching us at every step. How does a underground human trafficking ring exist with all that security?
Because you don't look like you're a victim of trafficking. You wear your little tennis shoes, you walk in, and you act like you're on vacation.
Do you have people that know your face, what you look like?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So do you get nervous when we go into the casinos?
No.
Okay.
This is a nightclub that used to be called the Jet Night. No, there used to be a ton of pimps that would hang out there.
And how many pimps are on the strip right now?
Oh, right now, probably, because it's day shift, probably only a couple hundred. Let's go to the...
A couple hundred during the day? Hella pimps, bro. Can I get a pimp for me? I want a pimp. Your boy Monokage is, you know, these videos have been getting demonetized, bro. I'm gonna need like a little sugar daddy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's continue.
The bar that I used to hang out at to catch dates.
What would we call them back in your day?
Oh my gosh. So back in the day, we called them Marks, Johns, Tricks.
Meaning a potential customer?
Yes.
How long ago were you in the industry?
Oh my goodness. I quit the escort services in 1998. When I got in, I was a teenager.
Like 16, 17?
18, 19. Yep.
She a baddie. She a baddie. She a baddie. Gets Monokage seal of approval. Let's continue.
I was not of drinking age. I had fake ID. That used to be a full-fledged bar. You could sit there and you could play video poker and just wait for a man to come up to you to start talking to you, and then you would basically solicit him.
So how do you know someone's in the market to have sex?
Just by the look in their eye, the way they're carrying themselves.
Really?
Yes.
Let's explain the logistics of hiring an escort. So I see these cars that drive by and they have a phone number.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're advertising that this girl is going to come.
And this is perfectly legal in Las Vegas, right?
It's legal to have a stripper in your room.
Damn. Wait, prostitution is illegal in Las Vegas and in surrounding areas, but being an escort isn't. What? It's the same thing! It's literally the same thing!
So to break down who's involved here, we have you, the escort, let's say in the past, and the pimp who is trafficking oftentimes?
Yes.
Or all
All
time?
the time.
Okay.
When my trafficker was my 100% trafficker, he took every single dime I made. It's complete slavery. You can't avoid it because you're brainwashed. They groom you. They make you believe that they're safe, that they're going to take care of you. They have your best interests at heart. They have this whole business plan. I mean, my whole thing was this. I wanted to have my own jewelry store. And so that was his little shtick. He used that against me to make me believe, oh, one day we're going to have our own jewelry store. But I was like, oh, all the money I'm making is being invested into that jewelry store.
That was the carrot he dangled over your head?
Yeah, my ex-trafficker would bring these girls to our house, and they were like 13 or...
Nah, bro. Nah. Well, rip to the stream, boys. Alright, guys. Rip to the stream. Yeah, I know, Ashley. I know, bro. As soon as she said those numbers, that is wild, bro. Nah, don't stop, chat. Yo, stop.
When I found out how old they were, I shipped them home without his knowledge. He would beat me up.
Your trafficker is still out and about?
There's two of them.
So are they still at large?
Yes. I honestly hope the best for both of them. One of them shot himself in the head. He's still alive.
Jeez,
The second one. And people get so angry, you know, because I was working in the industry itself for 11 years, nonstop, probably 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts, depending on how busy it was. I never stopped. But they make you believe that you have control of it. Our nicknames to all...
Dude, notice how she has like a red... I need a better angle. She is that, I don't know, I can't tell if she has like a choker on or if that's like a permanent scar she has around her neck. What's even more crazy is the parents sell their kids to these traffickers. I mean, that and like these kids just get kidnapped, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Oh god, bro, rip to this stream for sure.
We were hoes.
I can't tell if she's a choker on or if it's like a permanent scar. I can't really tell.
Bitches. When he was being nice to me, a white bunny, because I was a white girl. So white girls command a lot of money. Okay, look right here.
Yeah. You think that's something?
Yes.
Really?
Looks like she's working.
Really? It seems somewhat discreet.
Of course she is. Let's walk over here because I'm going to show you the craps tables. And in fact, you know what? It looks like there's a girl there right now working. It's quiet, huh? Isn't it? I would sit here, but I would usually sit on the end so I could see the whole span of the casino over there, where that older guy is right there.
So that's when you might target?
Yeah, he would be a potential target for me.
White guys.
Absolutely. So when a man was potentially sitting around, hanging around, looking for someone like me, I would, hey, here's my number. Call me later.
How often would they call back?
Always. This is the part that is the worst part about you go into a room and you see a man and he's dressed really nice and he's not bad looking and he seems like a nice person.
Yeah.
But he's calling the escort service. Dude, what are you doing?
Sure.
And then he shows you pictures of his family.
Did you see Sound of Freedom? It went deep into this topic. Nah, the movie seemed kind of boring. I watched Blue Beetle instead. Blue Beetle was pretty good. It's pretty funny.
Oh, here's my kids. Here. And I would be like, what are you doing? A man putting his hands on you for money, it just adds fuel to the fire. It literally makes it worse. So then your mind literally goes to this place of all men are cheaters.
Sure.
All men want sex. That's all they want. They don't want a relationship, which I know to be a total lie. I mean, listen, there's weirdos everywhere. If someone's calling for sex and they're paying for it, what else do they feel like they're entitled to?
Your life?
Rape.
Sure.
You know, some sort of asphyxiation, maybe someone getting beat up because it turns them on, because porn takes you to a new level. And that's what gets these men to call, is that they get addicted to porn. They start looking at pornography material, they start, engaging, they start like fantasizing, then they say, oh, I wonder what it would be.
Yeah, I feel like that does play a part, but also, like, I don't know, maybe if you're just so level-headed, this kind of stuff doesn't happen. I don't know, I just can't imagine myself doing stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest, I've seen my fair share. I've been, I'm a veteran. I would say, I would consider myself a veteran of the hub, okay? I'm that kind of guy where if I can't find that video, I'm on page 3,000, bro, until we find that video, okay? I would, I'm like a veteran, a pro. I beat Call of Duty as a veteran, okay? Type shit. And, I just don't see myself doing this kind of stuff. Maybe just because I'm not sped. A lot of people are just sped. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I would say, like, this kind of stuff, what she said, definitely plays a part. But at the same time, you gotta be sped. So, what I'm trying to say is, these people are sped.
Really be like to get someone in real life. Let's try it. And all of a sudden, you're getting a phone call. Go to this room, and the guy opens the door, and he's shaking. He's like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, oh, it's the first time you ever called? You're like, yeah, I've never done this before. Oh, so tell me why you're calling. Well, I've been watching porn for years. I mean, they tell you their story. Or my wife doesn't give me sex, or I'm single, or I'm lonely, or I'm still a virgin. I would have men that would call for their sons to de-virginize them. Isn't that
what the hell? I mean, is that a dub dad? Is that a dub dad or is that an L dad? But at the same time, like if you're paying for it, your son hasn't ever done it before, your son's probably a loser. Bro has L Riz. So is that a dub dad or is that a dub dad L kid or is that an L dad dub kid? I don't know, bro. It seems like dub dad, but L kid. Makes sense, dub dad? Yeah, but your son's a loser, bro. Bro can't get... It's a choker. This definitely looks like a choker, by the way, guys. She's definitely wearing a choker, for sure. I don't think it's a scar. L kid? Both L? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yep.
crazy?
Yeah, it's a choker for sure. Yeah, she's good. She's good.
Underage kids' virginity?
It's happened before.
With you?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay, so but people you know.
Yeah, but I do know that the fathers call for their sons to be
L dad, they're calling prostitutes who probably have Yep. L on both parties. Well, I'm assuming they use protection though, Japan. I'm assuming they use protection. Yeah.
virginized.
Sure.
Especially during a bachelor party. Oh my gosh, I did so many bachelor parties where the man that's getting married has never had experience. So I have to teach him.
Experience.
The biggest demographic would be older, overweight.
Damn, bro, you're getting married and you don't have experience. I'm assuming that at that point you're religious? But at the same time, wait, hold up. That makes no sense. Hold on. Okay, you're a virgin, but you're getting married. But you're not waiting till marriage, so what? I don't know. I mean, something seems a little off there. I don't know.
Married men. I've seen a lot of stars, major male movie stars.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio level?
Yeah, game show hosts,
Jimmy Kimmel.
sports figures.
Steve Harvey.
You guys just keep watching me because I'm tempted to say these names. And also, I would get calls from big CEOs of companies.
Is that valuable blackmail that these women often use for anything?
You could.
Okay.
Now that we have cell phones, I never did that though. I was an honest escort. That hotel right there, see the blue one right there?
Yep.
I went up to the room, he opened up the door. He looked really sketch to me, so I was like,
Nervous.
oh. He didn't look like a buyer. So I said, can I see your ID, sir? He comes whipping back out with a flipping gun.
Oh my God.
7 Magnum snub nose.
Oh my gosh.
Pulled it on me and ripped me.
What?
And then threw my clothes
Oh.
out the window. Yep.
Oh.
I fell in love with one of the
Oh, come on, bro. See, that's L-Man's, bro. That is literally an L-Man. And, like, I don't even know... What do you do with that kind of person, you know? Type shit. Obviously, bro's gotta go to prison for sure. But would prison even help him? Would prison even change him? I don't know. People are just... I do truly believe that people are born wired like this. And then there's some people that are born wired like that. And there's some people that are born manipulatable. So essentially, like, they're raised, or like when they're born, they're level-headed. And then as they go through life, whether or not things happen to them in their childhood, they eventually are easily manipulated and can do stuff like this. But I do also think a lot of people are like born. Not saying like you're born a murderer or anything. Like everybody has the capacity for good, but you're born like your brain is just wired differently. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier, like in your mind, it's easier to see yourself do stuff like this. So.
The guy is right at the end of my escort career. He was actually an actor, and he is a very famous actor, actually.
Interesting.
And he tripped me out because he told me he liked me too, and that he was willing to work with me to help me get out of the business. And I was getting coke for him. So I was calling my coke dealer, getting coke for him. I was with him for for 2 weeks. And he broke my heart because I thought, you know what? This guy seems like he really cares. He really is into me. He's very sweet. He's good looking. I mean, he's been in movies. I'll just give you a clue with Demi Moore. He gave me his number, called him up. I was like, hey, girlfriend answered the phone.
Oh.
I said, who's this? She goes, well, who are you? And I told her who it was.
Oh.
I said, this is Fallon. Your fiance, which you claim you have, was paying me for sex. I told her.
Jeez, okay.
I was crying. I was pretty upset.
That's sad.
And I was like, within a couple days, like legitly fell in love with this guy. And I told my second ex-pimp, I said, I'm gonna leave you. And the only way I got out of that relationship was because my brother came with a shotgun and said, you're packing. And my ex-pimp watched me pack my things.
So your brother saved you.
And one of my girlfriends, she was a phone girl. Yeah.
Now, as you listen to Annie's story, you might be wondering, why didn't she leave the industry earlier?
It's called trauma bonding. It's when an abuser recognizes that the person that they're dealing with has had a lot of trauma, and they bond because of that trauma. So
I would like to say my piece on trauma, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of people are going to say L. Part of, in my opinion, trauma is like, you know, stop being a fucking pussy. But at the same time, hear me out. I understand. Hold on. It does take time to get through stuff. And, you know, you're definitely gonna like trauma, like depending on how big it is, you know, it'll affect you for the rest of your life. But don't let it be the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You gotta move on. Okay? You have to keep I mean, that's just what life is about, you know what I'm saying? Like, things are going to happen, bad things are going to happen, but you just got to keep moving forward. And so, are you just going to dwell on it for the rest of your life? I mean, I understand you can be depressed and traumatized and stuff, but what are you going to do? I mean, maybe, I don't know, that's just my mentality behind it. I just think, I mean, yeah, you know, recently, I went through a relationship, I had, relationship issue, I don't want to say issue, just, you know, me and my girlfriend broke up after 6 years, you know? After 6 years, me and my girlfriend broke up. And, after seeing her every single day for 6 years, that girl became my best friend. And now all of a sudden, she ain't here no more. And it fucking hurt, bro. I'll be honest, guys. It fucking hurt. For like a month and a half, I was fucking down and out, bro. Down and out. Okay? Honestly, I didn't really want to make a YouTube videos. I don't want to do nothing. But what am I going to do? Just stay like that forever? Nah, bro. Like, you have to keep pushing. I'm not going to just cry in my bed all day, every day. Nah. I have trauma, but it's not holding my ass back from being the best. Exactly, bro. Try to craft and create the best version of yourself. Otherwise, on your deathbed, you're like, damn, I could have been great. Damn, I could have been something. I don't want to live with regrets, bro. I don't. And I feel like I've done pretty good so far. But you're going to have those ups and downs of life. Life isn't a constant, like, graph of going up for happiness. You're going to have those ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm traumatized at a very young age. My stepdad tried to choke my mom to death, but I've gotten over it. Mainly because my friend said, don't let it take over your life. I mean, you don't have to get over it. I mean, definitely, like, your stepdad seems like a fucking asshole. You don't have to get over it, but, you gotta live with that shit. And you should, like, learn a lesson from that. Like, you don't want to have a relationship like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, my stepmom and my dad, I wouldn't say their relationship is perfect. They go through fights and shit, and I just don't want that for myself. When I go to marry somebody, I want it to be like a girl that I don't want to beat up. I would never even beat up a girl like that, you know what I'm saying? Especially my girlfriend and my wife. Why would I want to beat up my girlfriend or wife? Type shit. Makes no sense. Like, me and my girlfriend, when we were dating, like, we never fought, we never argued, because, and even if we did, I'm an open-minded person. If once she explained her point of view, I was like, okay, now I get it. And I'll, like, I'll give in to the argument. Especially if she's right. Or if I'm right and she's wrong, then she'll be like, okay, yeah, you're right. Type shit. Like, that's the kind of person I want to be with. I don't really want to be with the person that, like, continues to argue just to argue. I hate that shit. It's annoying. I don't even like arguing. It's stupid. So try to find people like that, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to, like, you don't want people where, like, they like to argue, and it's not cool. Let's continue.
Trafficker is very smart. They can see that there's been a disruption in their personal life as a child. They weren't treated correctly growing up, so they never really had a father figure, or they didn't have a mother figure, or they were from a broken home, or they've come from poverty. Look, the thing is with the traffickers is if someone's already abused this child, half of their job is done. So it's a setup.
These women are primed.
Let's see how many strikes you two can milk from this. They're not going to milk this. They're going to demonetize this stream. This stream is going to be fully demonetized for sure. But luckily, I'm just going to turn, like, this stream into, like, clips and post on the second channel. So we'll be okay. But still, yeah.
To be trafficked.
They're primed.
And can you explain what your first and second trafficker predated on? The qualities they saw in you that made you eligible for trafficking?
Just, I think, insecurity.
Okay.
Not thinking I was beautiful enough or loved enough, and naivety. I trusted everybody. I didn't believe anyone was trying to get me. It's like I really felt like I was smart, that I had my life together, that I knew what I was doing with my money,
And so here's a big question that I don't understand. Were you making
Trump Tower! Trump 2024! Trump Tower!
the money that you brought home for a time, and then out of nowhere, did your pimp start taking it all from you?
Yes.
How long were you making your own money?
Oh, at least a half a year.
And then he said, hey, I'm going to take 80%
No,
of that?
he just took it all the first night.
With physical violence,
Here in Las
persuasion?
Vegas, yes. I was beaten almost to death that night. It was horrible. It was probably one of the worst experiences of my life to realize the man that I trusted, the man that I put all my cards on the table for, the man that I believed in, the man that I loved deeply, would have died for, was now hitting me, beating me, telling me I was just his hoe, and that he's my pimp now, and this is the way it's gonna be.
And was it almost like a switch flip that day that you
Yes.
never saw out of him?
Yes, and I don't want to start crying about it
Yeah.
because I think of that young girl back then. I think of how naive I was and how innocent I was inside my heart. I did not want any man to treat me like that, but I fell for it. And I wanted to leave, but I couldn't because he threatened me. Now, why don't girls...
Yeah.
It's all about control. It's all about isolation, coercion, and control. It's all about keeping that person in a subservient...
As a man, I'm lucky. I don't got to deal with that. I don't got to deal with being manipulated by other dudes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Although, that's a totally different topic.
position where they cannot leave. No ID, no bank account. You don't own anything. You basically work for that slave master. You're enslaved.
And a lot of people think...
Damn.
lavish life, you're dressed up, you're glamorous. Does any of that life exist? Is that real? Or is it an illusion and he can take it away from you at any point?
It's an illusion and he will take it away from you at any point. I got kidnapped back too. He cut all my hair off.
I want to be manipulated by Anakage. You are, buddy. You already are, Japan. You are a member. You give me money. I'm the pimp. You give me your money every month. I've already manipulated you guys. You guys have joined the Discord. You guys think you're part of the Solo Squad. No. You guys are my little, you guys are part of my army. Okay? I think there are no bad people in this world. It's just the people that do bad things are just, bad things are just that bad things have happened to them at a younger age, or they just want to do it. I agree with that. I think the majority of the time when people do bad things happen to them as a child. But bad things happen to everybody when they're kids. And that's just true. Nobody's life is perfect. Some people can just deal with it better, and some people can't. LMAO, Monica, welcome back. Hey, at least I can use these sick emojis now. Facts. I'm gonna change them, Ace. I'm gonna change them.
And with the clippers and in front of 6 pimps. And they brought the girls there because I left my trafficker and he didn't like it. And I was running around town with a brand new car and it was very disrespectful to the game. So he kidnapped me from a gas station one night and beat the living shit out of me. Any pimp that a girl leaves, it makes them look bad.
These girls work.
Yo, Ashley, as a girl, like, how do you feel about this kind of shit? Like, this shit's crazy. This shit makes me sick. I can't even imagine how it makes you feel.
Streets. They're working 12, 16-hour days, and very...
Okay, it's definitely a choker, by the way. Choker confirmed. Listen, respectfully, with all due respect, I'm assuming you're a 40 to 50-year-old lady. Why do you have a choker on? Why? I thought you said you didn't want to look like this. No offense, with all due respect. Why do you have a choker on as a 40, 50-year-old, bro? I don't understand.
Few of them are actually bringing home any money. Why do they work so hard?
It's part of the trauma bond with the trafficker, and they have to prove themselves to the trafficker that they can make the most money. And so because of that, they'll stay out as long as it takes to make their quota. A quota is a trap. It's the amount that the pimp told each person to make. Like, let's say mine was $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. If I didn't make that money, I couldn't come home.
What would happen if you didn't make that money?
You'd stay out.
If you didn't stay out though and you came home without that money, would you get assaulted?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
And get assaulted, or
honestly uncomfortable by it, and I feel horrible that some girls go through this. Yeah, it's fucking sick. It's literally fucking sick. Yes, exactly. Some people say they are perfect, but they are actually masking how they actually think they are, or how they feel. Whimper, please. No, Japan, but thanks for the $2 because that's the most money this stream is ever gonna make, is that $2 right there. So thank you very much. Whimper? What do you mean, like like that? Like, what do you want me to do?
you get, basically, you get told you're not going to have sex tonight, or you don't get a hug tonight, you don't get a kiss tonight. You're desperate to be loved. You have no self-esteem. You think that you are a whore. You believe that no one could ever love you.
Annie, you mentioned other girls were trafficked at the same house you were.
See, I just can't believe that, bro. Like, even if somebody kept telling me this kind of stuff, bro, there are 8 billion other people on this planet. Okay? And you're in a city of, you're in Las Vegas. There's probably like, what, a couple million people in Las Vegas? There's 8 billion people on the planet, okay? Just because of what one guy says doesn't mean that's true, bro. Like I said, 8 billion. Alright? What one motherfucker says is completely irrelevant, okay? Never base your worth on what somebody else says, bro. Your worth always comes from the inside.
We're at, how many girls would a pimp have, and would he use multiple women as leverage to deprive you of affection and love?
Yes, that's the whole game of a trafficker, is to get your mind on the other girls in the stable, the family, to make you feel jealous, to make you feel unheard, to make you feel in competition. So they use those relationships like a teeter-tot. Oh, well, she'll do this if I do this with this other girl. Maybe I'll have sex with her one night and I won't have sex with her one night, and then I'll make it seem like I don't love her anymore, and all of a sudden she's making bank. Because now she believes if she brings home more money, he's gonna give her more attention, because that's what we think. Even though it sounds absolutely ridiculous, we think it. A lot of those pimps are from broken families.
So, like, to an extent, just a very small extent, and I'm not saying she's in the wrong, I'm not saying she's in the wrong, because what happened to her, like, she's not in the wrong at all. Who's in the wrong is these pimps and these people like that. But you have to also put a smidge blame on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, go home. Go somewhere else, bro. You live in a city, okay? Leave that city and you're not going to be recognized. Especially back then, there was no cell phones, okay? So you have to, you kind of also, like, you're letting yourself be manipulated. You're not seeing the outer world, you know what I'm saying? You're in such a small bubble. Yeah, if you're in such a small bubble, yeah, you're going to get manipulated pretty easily. But once you see the rest of like, if you just leave your little bubble, you'll see that there's an entire fucking world out there, and what one guy says is completely irrelevant. So to an extent, a very small extent, she is also to blame what happened to her. Don't cancel me for saying it, but that's what I'm saying. And I'm gonna stand by it, okay? This stream's already demonetized. What could happen? Ain't nothing else worse. What am I gonna get, a strike? One strike? Boo-hoo, I've had one before.
That they never had a childhood, or their childhood was gang life, or their childhood was no father, or no mother, or an orphan, or whatever it looks like, or abuse. I mean, poverty, you know?
Is that what you found? Did your pimps have those backgrounds?
My pimp had poverty background, and his father left when he was 4 years old.
Okay.
My ex-pimp. He never knew his daddy. I was my trafficker's punching bag. I was the evil that he couldn't speak of, because I'm a woman.
Yeah, you loved him, and he allegedly loved you.
I loved him with all my being, all my heart, my soul. I would have married him, unfortunately.
And that's part of the grooming and the complex trauma that people don't understand.
They don't get it, because when you love someone, you'll do anything for them. You'll die for them.
Would you have died for him at some point?
Yes, I would have.
He doesn't love you. He's fucking 10 other girls. And you're in competition with those 10 other girls. This is what I'm saying. Like, part of it's her fault. Part of it's her fault. Because personally, me, if I had a girl, I wouldn't want her fucking 10 other guys. That's not love, buddy. That's not love. What the hell is even that? So that's what I'm saying. Part of it is her fault. What I said was right. That's not love. You love this man. That's great. You loved him. But he didn't love you, and you obviously couldn't tell. It was right in front of your face. You were literally competing for his love with like 8 to 10 other girls, bro. What the hell? That's not what I want in a relationship. I just want it to be one-on-one. Oh, not 1v10. God damn. What the hell? Am I cooking or not? Am I cooking or not? Or was what I'm saying completely ludicrous?
You can't see it from here, but there's one that I was at beyond that one right there, the blue one, that I was thrown out on the 22nd story window.
Huh? Oh, come on, that's unnecessary.
The window opened up all the way. Tried to throw me out, and I held on, and I scratched his eyes out, and I hung on to him, and I took a big giant lamp, and I smashed it over his head, and I ran out of the room, totally butt naked.
This is a trick for your pimp.
This was my trick.
So Annie, we're walking through right here to show the point of there are a lot of high-end shopping centers here. Some of your tricks would buy you gifts in the form of a bag.
Yep, a bag or an outfit, jewelry, clothing.
High-end stuff, though.
Yeah, always designer.
And this is a tip?
Yeah.
Why is that your tip?
Because they don't want to give you cash.
Why not?
Because they don't want it to be traced. They would spend cash for these gifts. That way they weren't traceable by credit card.
Okay.
Then they would say, oh, I just gambled it. And they'd be like, oh, okay. They totally believed them.
Most people hiring an escort have no idea these girls are being trafficked.
I would say at least more than half. And that's a guess. Let me show you what I would like if I could get it.
Come in here with a John and say what? Hey, I really want a purse.
Yeah.
Get recorded here.
Oh, taking 60 photos a second. Is that okay? So how much?
That's about
Thank
5,000.
Yeah. There's no way Tyler just said that and got away with that, bro. I've seen Gideon, people like that use that kind of excuse. There's no way he just got away with that. You can't record in here. No, I'm not recording. I'm taking 60 photos a second. Because if you're telling somebody like that who's in a store, he's going to be caught off guard and he's not even going to think about what that even means. I mean, I'm sure if he really like thought about it for a second, he would understand what Tyler just said. But not a lot of people know about FPS and stuff like that. That's kind of funny. And he's like, yeah, sorry about that. Big brain move. Literally, oh my God, I got to rewind that.
Photos a second. Hey, I really want a purse.
Yeah.
Get recorded here.
Oh, taking 60 photos a second. Is that okay? So how much?
That's about 5,000. But a lot of the times, these are very wealthy people. So if you
Bro said he run it at 60 FPS. Yo, that was so good.
go on a call, you're always checking out the watches. You want to see if the man has any money. And one of the telltale signs is, what is his watch? If he had one of these, and you were up to date on your information on what model it is, and they're always worth $150, $200, $500,000. Just depends on what you're looking at.
Could you tell a real from a fake Rolex at the time?
I had to.
Would this humanize the experience of being trafficked? Would you feel good about yourself when you got a tip like this?
I'm telling you, shopping therapy was my thing.
And as we were walking, this lady recognized Annie and commended her for the work she's done speaking on this topic.
Oh, there you go. You've seen her stuff. There you go. That's cool. That's awesome. She supports the mission. That's pretty cool.
In addition to housing, rehabilitating, and educating survivors of human trafficking, Annie also does outreach here on the Strip.
These are for women that are working and have traffickers on the Strip that need help. You know, we would hand it to someone that's working, like, oh, thank you. And then they open it up and look and they see, oh, wow, they gave me some cute jewelry. Oh, hand sanitizer, fuzzy socks, obviously a care bag. I have my phone number in here and a cute little Bible, but I always put this, read me.
Read me.
And this is the sex trafficking wheel. Sex trafficking is coercion, threat.
Damn! Yo, this lady's big brain, though. Damn. Yo, I didn't know this lady was big brain like that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yo, she's trying to help him get out. Yo, good for her, bro. Good for her. I support the cause.
Intimidation, emotional abuse, economic abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. Emotional abuse is the biggest piece of this, and physical, obviously.
What if a pimp sees this?
Like, well, not good.
No, not good. Yeah, no shit.
There's a possibility she could. I probably have had more than 15 friends or 20 friends either get murdered, overdosed, die of a disease, all from the game. If they want to hurt you, they're going to make it happen. One of my girlfriends, she was down in an illegal brothel. Of course, it was not legal. And a customer walked in, I should say a buyer. He walked in and said, where's so-and-so? And she goes, I'm right here. And he pulled out a gun and shot her in the head.
Why?
Oh my God. Chill out. La 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 la. Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, by the way, she got shot. She got headshot in the Call of Duty. A gold camo was just unlocked. Diamond camo was just unlocked. She used the AK-47 and got a headshot and got gold unlocked in Call of Duty. That's what she said. Yeah, in COD. That's what she said. But yeah, GTA mission. It was a GTA mission. You know what I'm saying? The stream is already done, bro. The stream is done. This is the worst stream I've ever done for sure. No way you saying. In Minecraft, though. It was all in Minecraft.
Because she had left her pimp. He killed her. That's what happened.
Killed her in GTA. Killed her in GTA. That's what she meant to say in GTA. It was all in GTA. In Grand Theft Auto, the video game. Grand Theft Auto 5, the most fun video game of all time. This is all a video game. It's all a video game. Bro got quickscope. Yeah. Bro got quickscope.
What happens when you leave? You cannot just walk away. I literally overdosed. Tomorrow is my OD date. August 2nd, 2003.
So you tried to kill yourself?
I didn't mean to. It just kind of happened. I didn't want to live anymore. It was a horrible, horrible time in my life.
Do a lot of women look towards drugs to numb the pain of it all?
It's an escape, yes. It numbs the emotional pain and the physical pain of the abuse. And it could be anything from cocaine, meth, pot, to pills, to whatever.
In Minecraft, all of what she's saying is in Minecraft. It's a new update called the recreational drugs and recreation update. And she's talking about Minecraft, okay, guys? That's what she's talking about.
Is out there. Fentanyl.
In Minecraft.
Thank God fentanyl
in Minecraft
wasn't out there when I was out there, because my drug of choice was cocaine.
In Minecraft. I like Coca-Cola too. Coke is so good, bro. I love Coke. Oh my God, I can drink that stuff for so much. Coca-Cola, I love you, Coca-Cola. Yep.
We're gonna find somebody that's selling escorts out in public.
What will you do once we find them?
I'm gonna talk to him. Oh, there she is, right there. There she is. I knew it. Hi, miss. Can I have one of those cards? Thank you.
Hey, you. So we have $50 a night?
I like your shirt. I like the color. I don't know if you know this or not. These girls on these cards, they're not being treated.
She doesn't understand what you're saying, bro. She doesn't understand what you're saying. Google tastes pretty good. I think water is better, though. She said Espanol. Yeah, bro. She doesn't understand what you're saying.
Very nice. They have pimps. I used to be one of those girls. That's why I say that. Okay. Will you get
She doesn't care, bro. She does not care.
in trouble, my dear, if you don't pass them out? Yeah. She wants me to write my number down for her.
Any thoughts?
I'll write it for you.
What situation is this woman in?
She's probably illegal. She can't work a normal job, so she has to do this job. And part of doing this job is making sure she passes out all the cards. The girl right there just passed us. It's possible.
Possible?
Pass us, yeah.
Why do you think so few people have spoken out?
Because of fear. Fear of death, fear of retaliation, fear of the judgment of people. Because once you tell your story, all your guts are laid out on the table. And everybody can criticize you because they know your background now. But it's not fair because it's so one-sided.
Did your family and loved ones know you were in the industry when you were?
No.
No?
I lied to them.
Have you ever re-interacted with your old pimp?
Yes,
Yeah?
both of them actually.
Were those violent interactions? Are they still
No.
mad at you? Or
The first time I saw my first ex-trafficker,
yeah.
I was at a nightclub called Daisy's, and I was getting my car out of LA, and I was just going through chemotherapy.
Okay.
I had lost all my hair.
She had cancer, bro. Good for her, bro. She beat cancer. Good for her.
I was wearing wigs, and I was very sick with cancer.
Okay.
And he came up behind me, and he said, "I need to tell you that I'm sorry." And I lifted my head, and my heart was racing,
Yeah.
racing, because I thought he was going to hit me.
Yeah.
Because the last time I had seen him, I had left him, and I was at a nightclub called Shark Nightclub. And he had taken me in the back with the bouncer and beat the living crap out of me because I left him. And he walked up behind me and he said, I'm really sorry
Yeah.
for what I've done to you. I'm ashamed of myself, and I just need to ask for your forgiveness. He said, you're the best woman I've ever had in my life.
Is that, see, but was he being for real? Or was he just trying to manipulate her again? That's the kind of thing, though, with those kind of people, bro. You just don't know. And so, yeah, you know, I'm always down to give people second chances, even for something like that. But you really got to really prove to me that you think differently and you're going to act differently. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how could she know that that what that guy said was factual, or he was just trying to manipulate her again? And see, obviously it worked because she's crying. I call cap. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm always down for second chances type shit, and I'm always down for a redemption arc. Thank you. I'm always down for a redemption arc. But you got to prove yourself, bro. You got to prove yourself. Hey, yo. Don't be saying that R word, bro. Get that shit off the fucking... Yo. Get that... Some mods, can y'all get that shit off? Rise, I'm sorry, Rise. Don't be saying that shit, bro. I gotta do it myself. Fine. I'll do it myself. Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Did you believe him?
I did. He said he was sorry, and I cried. I cried, and you were asking earlier, why do I do what I do now? Because it brings my life meaning. And to let these ladies know that they're loved and that they don't have to sell their body for a living, and that God loves them and forgives them, and that he was never mad at them, and no one has a right to shame them or victim blame them or make them feel like they're smaller than they are, because they're beautiful, resilient women that have, to me, they're the most powerful women in the world.
Do you wish you had...
Be for a living? You know what I mean? Like, that's just not right. Like, why would you do that to another human being? Especially if they have feelings and they have a heart. And so for me, it's like the day that I overdosed, I realized what I had done with myself. I was like, oh my gosh, I almost took my own life because I was so devastated, because I had lost everything I made. The pimps got every single dollar. I had nothing to show for anything. And when you get to that low point in your life, it's like I told you about that guy that jumped off the parking garage. Yeah. He lost $100,000. This is a true story. This is not gossip. He lost $100,000 and he couldn't tell his wife, so he killed himself. And I understand that shame. He couldn't bring himself to tell his wife, I lost our savings. He would rather kill himself. That's the point I was at. I didn't want my family to know. You keep everything you do totally secret. You don't let anyone know what you're doing because it is so shame-filled. It's part of the enemy's plan. The devil wants us to believe that we're nothing, that we're worthless, that we're a piece of junk, that we're nasty, dirty, disgusting, but that's not the truth at all. My soul's been forgiven. I've been cleansed, and I am beautiful in his sight. And
Dub women, bro. Dub woman. Oh my god, bro. That's sad. Yes, it's sad, but bro, dub woman. She had the redemption arc, bro. She's the MC. She's literally the MC.
when he looks at me, he always says, "You're my girl. I love you." That's the words I wanted my dad to tell me my whole life. Hear my dad tell me he's proud of me. So I hope.
I think everybody wants that. I think everybody wants that. I think everybody wants their parents to just say to their kids that they're proud of them and proud of who they became. Although that doesn't actually happen a lot, because a lot of either a lot of kids turn out to be failures, or just parents are just assholes and they're failures, and so you just never get that kind of thing. But dub women for sure.
He sees me now.
Yeah.
While Annie found peace in her relationship with God, she also ended up getting married. I met up with her and her husband Oz the next night to hear his perspective on Annie's life story.
We met on MySpace.
Okay, that's magical. You guys have been married for how long?
14 years.
14 years.
Dub! Dub, bro. 14 years. Dub, bro.
Did you think this was ever going to happen?
I always felt like there was something better and somebody was gonna love me. I knew it deep down in my heart, but I know that was a God direction, that God was showing me that. So most girls don't have that compass like I did, unfortunately. How does a man love someone that's been with thousands upon thousands of men, has been pimped for almost 18 years? How does a man...
He's thinking his head. He's like, all right, bro, you don't gotta remind me. All right, I get it. It's been thousands. It's like almost like Logan Paul. You guys know what's going about, like Logan Paul and his situation with his wife. He's like, all right, bro, come on. You don't gotta remind me about this. I understand, like, you went through it. You don't gotta remind me how many people, how much you ran through.
Man loves someone like that.
I mean, everything Annie just said obviously is from her perspective. But the cool thing is my life is based on faith. And I saw God do so many great things in my life. My prayers were all about, like, if God wanted me to be with somebody else, he would hit me over the head with someone. It was evident that she went above and beyond the list. Dub couple right here, bro. Dub couple. You can't hear stories that she tells and not get upset, angry, and, you know, want to do something to that person.
How have you come to reconcile with even some of the dark parts of her past and some of the wrongs that have been done to her?
All I have to say is what's happened with her, she went through for a reason.
Yeah.
And we don't know that reason. God knows the reason.
If there's a girl who is in a situation you were in years ago, is there light at the end of the tunnel?
There is not only light at the end of the tunnel, there is a celebration, because now there's freedom and they just need to hang on. They just go call 702-883-5155 and then go to hookersforjesus.net or pinkchair.org.
Hookers for Jesus? What a website.
Us and we will help you. And please donate to us because we do need help. We are a survivor-led agency.
Also, whoever has the most viewed TikTok or YouTube
Dub video by Tyler Oliveira. Bro, am I invited to party at the end of the tunnel? Hell yeah, bro. Dub video, dub information, dub getting the message out, dub everywhere, bro.